one on coffee. That's not good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Wednesday night. It is 8 p.m. That means one thing. It is 3 men and a vape show. I hope we are all fine and dandy out there on this wonderful Wednesday eve. Have you noticed, lads, as well, it's definitely getting into that wintry time because it's getting dark outside. It's raining and it's dank.
Raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring.
All right. He don't watch kids' programmes, apparently, Harley.
Yeah.
Harley, how you doing, brother?
That's a fucking time-old fucking rhyme, is that? That's been going since I was a kid. Probably from before my granddad was a kid, let alone me.
I'm all right. I'm just quite taken back by you saying dank, because it's a word that I can't really recall people saying other than chavs. That's probably dank, mate. But then this morning I heard weather forecast women say it. Then you've said it. And there seems to be a theme in my life where I won't notice a word and then all of a sudden I'll notice it constant. And I've got a right distraction because that's still going on.
For a second then I thought you were going to pull out a pie chart.
Yeah.
I've got a pie chart here. How many times I hear a word and not realize it?
It's auto-firing.
Yeah, I've got an auto-firing pod. I'm not going to say who it is because it's not fair because they haven't actually launched them yet and they're waiting for our feedback to improve them before they launch.
I can tell you.
It's not fair, is it? If you haven't launched them and they're waiting for feedback first, then... But it's still...
Bit crappy if it's auto-firing. Mr. B, how are you, brother?
Still got my eyebrows. So
yeah. We'll talk about that. We might as well we'll start off. I just want to say a big shout out to everybody in chat. Thank you so much for joining us every week in, week out. Your support is absolutely amazing. And all three of us love you loads. If you didn't catch Mr. B's show last night on a Tuesday at 7:30, why not, first of all? So I was recording the vlog roughly around about 7:30. And I was just putting it together. And then I get this message from Mrs. B. And my phone's going off. I'm like, what's happened here? Now, on the vlog, if you haven't watched it, go and check it on Urban LBV. We was at the same amount as what we were the day before. I think it was like £282. So, all of a sudden, these donations are coming in like mad. So then Mrs. B messages me. She said, have you seen what's going off on Mr. B's show? I went, no. So I went over there, and obviously... the donations were coming in.
He doesn't watch it anyway, you know.
Well, I normally catch you on catch up. That's what I normally do with what I do with a lot of shows. So Mr. B, his wife Sam, she's got everybody saying that if they get me over, I think it started off at 150 quid, and then you said
off at 100.
100.
My wife started off at 100, and I thought, fuck that.
Then it went to 250, and in the end we raised £310. Well, they raised £310 for me, or for the cause, which was absolutely amazing. So Mr. B will be at the end of the Sober October on the first show. He will be shaving off his eyebrows, waxing.
I'm starting to get a feeling that he likes doing it.
I don't. Mrs. B enjoys inflicting pain on me. And what started it off was Viking Vapor. We all know Viking is.
Yeah, he's a lovely Viking.
He comes in every now and again, splashes the cash and fucks off. But a lovely bloke. And it started off where he donated, he gave a tenner. I was like, oh, thank you very much. Very nice of you. And then all of a sudden, Mrs. B was on about taking my eyebrows off and says, if we raise enough money, I'll do it. Then Viking goes, name your price. I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. If she names something silly low, he'll just fucking bang it in and then that's it. So I had to jump in at that point. And to be fair, and I'm going to be honest here, I picked a figure that I thought would take us a good few weeks to get. So I could, like, you know, touch and go whether my eyebrows go. No, 50 minutes. 50 minutes is all it took for my eyebrows to be sacrificed.
If we can get up to 1,000 by the end of this show, he said he's going to wax his arse and his ballsack on camera.
No, I can't do that, unfortunately. I can't do that, unfortunately, because that you would need a whole team of health and safety personnel here.
And scaffolding.
Helmets, torches, and probably a map. You know, he's going to be like coal mining down there. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
So that way, and what the thing about yesterday, I tried to get bits done yesterday, and I were in like sort of that really cheered me up. It really did make. And tonight's vlog's all cheery, so that'll be coming out roughly around about 9:30. And if you're not catching these vlogs, please go over to my other channel, which is Urban LBV. Go and check that out and have a watch of the vlogs. And there's the stuff that we've done all the way through the different charities that me and Lou have done and the Sober October from last year. So please go check out. But Mr. B, that was absolutely fantastic. And a big love to Sam as well, Benny Vape's hands, for sort of twisting your eyebrows.
Yeah, I've got to laugh. I watched the vlog, and it is quite funny. It's a proper, today's been shit. Fuck the world. Fuck the lot of you. We all get these days. Stop the presses. We're in.
And this just happened. Yeah, it was just such an... And obviously the phone's going off. The donations have been put in. It was just absolutely fantastic. And again, I just want to say to everybody who has donated, we are just short of £600. Thank you so much for everybody who's donated. The link is at the top of the chat. But not only the people who have donated, the people who've spreaded the link around, the vlog around, you mean so much to me. Thank you so much. And it is for a great charity.
Mrs. B, we can't do that. You can't have my titties on YouTube. Sorry.
No, we might get thrown off for that.
Exactly. These are prime titties. You know what I mean?
It's the prime beef titties. It's them sort of titties you just want to milk.
100% British beef, you know what I mean?
So like we said, ladies and gentlemen, big love to everybody in chat except a trolley pushing wanker. And what we're going to do is we're going to go straight over to the one and only people on the replay.
This one's for all the cool cats on the replay.
There we go. People on the replay.
We've only got 3. We've got the Late Night Vape Show, caught the replay. Good luck with the Stoptober, heart. That's from the Late Night Vape Show. Richard Kidd, yep, just watching the replay now. And Paul Schofield, good show, Aidan, Harley, and Mr. B. I'm in Blackpool, so replay it is. Enjoy Stoptober, Aidan. Again, that's it. That's all 3. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Van3. Thank you so much. People, if you do catch us on the replay and you are watching, leave us a message, leave us a comment down below. It does mean a lot to us.
Well, it makes Harley feel like he's got something to do.
Yeah.
I love how we've got rid of the Harley apologies. That I take that as a moral achievement.
No, they're still there. Don't you worry.
Yeah, they're just taking the time, aren't they?
I think Liz is my biggest one, and she hasn't been about lately because she's not very well. So much love, Liz.
She's got the COVID, bless her.
Oh, she? I didn't know that. No,
yeah, she got the COVID.
Where did she know that? I knew she went very well.
Where did she win that from?
I think bingo.
Big love, Liz. You know how much I love you, sweetheart. So it is a vape show. Let's talk a bit about vaping. So you've had a number of disposables sent to you, haven't you, from a company? And before we came on, it was just like, listen to this, and it was just auto firing.
To be fair, it sounded like he'd actually captured one of the squirrels.
Like I said, I don't want to say the name because all they sent me is 10 pods and a write-up about what the pods are, and then at the bottom said, this is the first batch we've made. They're purely for testing. We'll adapt them according to your feedback. And I bought a click counter. When I first started reviewing for Easy Click, they sent me shitloads of disposable vapes, different brands. And I thought, well, one of the main features of a disposable is how many puffs it does. So you can't review one and say, oh, it's got this feature. We are actually testing that feature. And I did Vosel, the second lot of Vosels, some others. And the thing about the disposables is quite often the flavors are banging. The vape production is banging. So I got these, and first one I tried, I'm like, yeah, it's gorgeous. But it's supposed to be 500, and it only did 247. I was like, not even halfway.
Well, it depends how big a puffs you're taking.
Yeah.
Still but half. My puffs aren't that big.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what McTavish said. But the others, though, that I reviewed 2 years ago, which strangely, the last one I did was 2 years ago to the day. So they all got pretty much, some were 10 less, some were 10 more, but they were all pretty much in the region. That were halfway. And this one, I'm currently on 196, but you can't see. And I was saying to Mr. B&A, the thing is, I sat down, I'm like, right, I'm ready. And it reminds I've just been carrying it about, and then I hear this. I'm like, my laptop's making a funny sound. And it did sound like it was coming from my laptop. So when I listened to it again, and I'm listening back, and I thought they were moths. Do you know that sound? So I thought, well, it must be a moth. So I lifted my laptop up, and I thought, no, it sounds like it's coming from this side. When all of a sudden I realised it's coming from this side. But it was getting really warm as well, so I've had to disconnect it. Lastly, but I don't want to fuck about the batteries too much because I don't want to be stopping it from shorting and whatever. So I've left the light on.
It.
Yeah, I've left the light on because that's not going to do much damage. But yeah, I'm now a bit worried about using restroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we are buffering a touch a little bit, I don't know if the thing is we have got a little bit of a problem with YouTube. It's nothing to do with anything else here. It is
YouTube's
YouTube.
having a hissy fit again. It always works on flexi shift, does YouTube?
Well, Vape says some of his disposables he gets in auto fires or don't work from the packet. And it is a good point on that. If you get a vape that doesn't work and you walk back in shop 2 hours later and say my vape doesn't work, what happens then? How do you know if they've been using it for a week? Yeah, I mean, it's a really... If you bought a mod and you bring it back in and say it doesn't work, you look at it and it looks brand new, it feels brand new, it's brand new.
Hang on a minute. Let me just rewind on what you just said there. If you buy a disposable vape and walk back in 2 hours later, how do they not know you haven't been using it for a week?
Well, number one is
you walked in 2 hours later. I'm sure that's how time works.
Yeah, but if you go in every couple of days and buy one, they're not to know whether it's the one that you've just used or you know what I mean.
Right. Okay. So you're saying a regular in a shop that buys the same pen over and over again.
Yeah. Well, obviously a regular you'd kind of trust them a bit, but you know what I mean. If you bought one Friday and then you're going again Tuesday and buy another one, and then an hour later you walk back in and go, it don't work. I mean, I'll be going, yeah, you're trying to pull a fast one, you aren't you?
The thing about that, though, is obviously if you're buying them from, just say, or in fact, I don't know if this works this way. You'll be able to tell me a little bit more. We're having a vape shop. Just say you had the Cyborg, the Lost Vape Cyborg, right? And that got sent to you. Obviously, you bought it in your wholesale. Somebody brings it back and says, look, I bought this 2 weeks ago. Here's my receipt. It's now not working properly. You can see that it's not been damaged or out like that. Would you then be able to send that back to the wholesalers?
Yeah, you go straight back to the wholesaler. But most wholesalers, I noticed, have an expiration date for self. There's one of them that's like 30 days. So if you get something in and say you buy 10 of something, and then
shelf for 30 days, you're full.
2 months later, you sell the last one, he comes back and says it doesn't work. But I have found them they're a bit lenient as well. If you've been with them for a while and you haven't sent it all back, and then you message them and go, right, someone just bought this. You know what I mean? I think the problem is what we don't want is a load of arseholes. Yeah, I mean,
like me.
He goes on trust.
Going, look, he's come back and it's absolutely battered, been trampled on, and it's like, well, he said it don't work.
But obviously, if the problem is because someone, obviously, it's to my discretion as well. So then they've got more of a trust because they trusted me. Someone went out first opened the vapemill. I think it had been open for a month, and a guy came in that I'd never seen before, and he bought a twister. Now, twisters are pretty renowned for the original twisters, renowned for the charger breaking or just the battery system being shit and it won't turn on or whatever. And he says, "Oh, it didn't work." My mate bought it. I said, "All right, when did he buy it?" He went, "About 3 months ago." And I went, "All right, well, he didn't buy it from me, then, mate. I've only been open 2 weeks." But before that, I was like, "Are you sure you bought it from me?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm definitely this one." He says it with you with your cap on.
Yeah, and glasses, and you had shoes on and a t-shirt. McTavish is saying when somebody buys a disposable from his shop, before we put the purchase to the till, I explain if this does not work, the shop is not liable for returning it as it has been open and possibly used.
See, if I was buying a disposable from a vape shop, I would open it then and there as soon as I bought it and tried it in front of them.
Yeah. Well, but that is the sensible thing to do. I suppose if, like McTavish said, you give that disclaimer to start with and says, so if you're worried about it not working, I suggest you open it now and have a quick puff now so you know it works.
But then again, if it didn't, the thing is, if it didn't work, he still wouldn't be able to refund it, would he?
Well, it's only the same as a lighter. If you think about it, when you buy a lighter, they test it in front of them before they actually pass it to you. They test it. Yeah. Obviously, I can't go. Here you go, mate.
It works. Not that I actually buy ladies' knickers, but is it swimming costumes or something as well? You can't take back if obviously if they'd been tried on and obviously they've been round lady bits.
You doing market research here, Aidan?
No, I just remember something, either Lou or somebody said to me, you can't take swimming costumes back. But I always thought like they had like a plasticky thing in around the gusset.
I'll never forget for as long as I live. When I was 16, my first job was for a sci-fi mail order company. Fucking best job in the world. So I was in an office full of women. And one of my jobs that they got me to do was to do the returns. And one day someone sent back and it was a 4XL Wonder Woman costume. And the amount of controversy that brought in the office, because they were trying to get me to do a scratch and sniff test.
Ugh.
It's like, no, not doing it. Fire me.
Yeah, not doing it.
Yeah, no. No.
Maybe a nibble and spit test, but never a sniff one.
Oh.
Again, McAvey says, problem being some people buy a couple of them and don't want to try them all at the same time. It's true. So they could have bought them, bought 5 of them and they're using them just for work, sort of beta ones, though, if they lose them or they take them out and then they go... It's a bit of a funny one, isn't it?
There's a note there saying I'm quiet. Has that turned me up at all? Has that turned me up? Can you hear my dulcet tones now coming over the waves?
It all depends if you start shouting.
No.
Okay, now.
Okay, now. We're like Brian Blessed.
Yeah. But you're right. That's the thing. You just don't know, do you? You don't know where people have bought them. But it's always been a thing about e-cigarettes. Is the fact of they don't come with any real warranty. You're done within like 30 days normally.
Yeah,
I think a few companies nowadays are doing 6 months.
It's not actually true. I can't remember the act, but if you buy anything electrical, so be it a dishwasher or a laptop or a vape, anything electrical circuit boarder, there is actually something written in law that means I think it's like a year, and if you state the act. I know it's because my best mate used to work for Know How, which is the company that owns PC World.
Yeah.
And he worked on the tech support. And if you phone them, they won't tell you it, but if you know the act, something like Cyber Technologies Act 1929 or some bollocks. But obviously that don't make sense, I know. But if you state the act, then it's something like 52 weeks. And obviously, if there's any slight damage on it, like a cracked screen, they can go, actually, no, signs of neglect, we're not covering it.
It's got to be wear and tear, and it's got to be within fair use.
So if you buy a mod and after the warranty period it stopped working, but actually it's not really got many scratches on it and it's just not working, you can actually take it back and go, it stopped working on its own accord and state the act, and they have to, by trading standards, take it back off you and replace it.
The thing though is like if it's a vape shop, it's like Finn was saying, they give a month. If they then go back to the vape shop and say, look, they'll go, look, it's manufacturer, so you're gonna have to go to the manufacturer. Then you're chasing somebody in Shenzhen, aren't
China.
You?
Fucking nightmare.
What they're gonna do? So in the end, you just buggered. You're gonna have to buy another one, aren't you? I suppose if you're buying it online, hi Sean. If you're buying it online, again, I don't know how good eSig One or because I've never really had to send anything back. Vaping 101.
I've had one issue with eSig One, only one issue, and to be fair, it was a bit of a grey area. I can't remember who did, but somebody sent me, and it was Viking Vapor. He sent me the Arbiter, and it came, and one of the screws was stripped on the inside, so I couldn't get it out. Nothing I could do. So I rang up EC1, and because I didn't place the order, I couldn't deal with the return. And obviously, Vikings over in Norway, we can't expect him to start ringing fucking EC1. So it was a pain in the arse. That was the only time.
If obviously if Viking had messaged him, by like an email and said, look, I did buy this. And it was sent. They should have.
They probably would have done. But to be honest, I got to the part where I was like, fuck it.
We are over 600. It's 627. Big shout out. Thank you very much, Shrek. You're an absolute star, buddy. That's brilliant. And ladies and gentlemen, remember that link is at the top. Also, don't forget, we will be doing your Rochford Project giveaway a little bit later on. Free rider, yours is all sent off. You should be getting that in the next couple of days. Also, don't forget, down in the corner, while the show is on, use 3 Men Vape. and that will get you 15% off. 15% off. That's a big ching. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
It's definitely a big chink.
Big cha-ching.
It's a big chink. It's 7'2".
Yeah, 3 Men Vape. I always want to say 3 Men Vapes. Big love, Gaily Bops. So, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do a little bit of a hand check time?
It's that time, people. It's hand check time.
Found out.
Here you go. So, yes, it is time for hand check time.
Oh, do you know, I was completely taken by what you were saying, man. So I completely forgot what I was doing. The benefit of that is while I was talking, I managed to distract you long enough for me to get them up. Kaboom.
I bet you've said that before, haven't you?
Yeah. I was thinking that, but I thought if I say it,
That's how his latest one came about.
Thank you very much, Matt Mannion.
You didn't say his full name, did you?
I did. I said Matt Mannion.
Yeah, no, it's something like, Matt, I can't believe I spent this long typing all this out. Mannion.
Yeah, Mannion, yeah.
Manoonian. Matt Manoonian.
Bob Cattrall here with the Brunheld MTL. Quite nice, isn't it? Brunheld. MTL as restricted DL on the Brunheld SBS mod. Steam Crave Aromerizer plus V2 on the V-Rod from...
Is that a sex toy in the background?
Harley for President.
Is that a silver sex toy in the background?
Yeah,
Makes it PC.
It might be like a... I tell you what, it did remind me of just looking at it. My grandma used to have like an icing sugar thing, you know.
Oh, hey, where's this going? Right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Nice mod. Nice time.
Chris is Kieran Doyle. Just juice strawberry Curuba. A Tocha Mech, Screaming RDA, and IVG Bar Cola Ice.
That is really nice. Great. Is that a television in the background?
It's a good picture. Do you know the thing that pisses me off about these IVG bars is they've put iVape Greater on them, and it's all over Instagram now. And that was my claim to knowledge that when people IVG, well, do you know what that stands for? iVape Great. But do you know, I think that's a bit vain and a bit weird. iVape Great, I do. Proper vapor. Cody Vulgar. I'm loving this
fucking
vape.
Rant there.
Yeah, you know, I've been right good at that this week. The cannelloni, oh my God. I'm also not very good at pronouncing things this week.
Isn't that a fucking pizza, cannelloni?
Yeah. It's the cannoli. Big Graham.
Fucking hell.
It's delicious inside my rose-free, doing some restricted direct to lung.
Is he trying to say cantaloupe?
I'm trying to work out what he's trying to say. He's either cannelloni, which is pasta.
Cannoli. Cannoli.
Cannoli? Okay, we'll go for
Is Mr. B pissing himself laughing? Or...
Is he trying to say cantaloupe?
How can it be canola? How can it be canola when it ends in an I?
Cannoli, then. Cannoli. It's an Italian dessert.
Fucking is what I said at first. The thing that pisses me off about restricted direct to lung is it's DTL or RDL. Why do we need to get rid of it? Is four letters too many for an acronym? Do we really need to get rid of the T? It makes it more self-explanatory if it's RDTL.
It depends who's reading it. Swaggins, big love, brother.
Yeah, reading comes down to a lot. Daniel Gunningham today with my trusty Sega, however you want to pronounce it.
Sega
with an Asgard 30mm with Dark Star wine gums.
Ooh,
beautiful.
Bet that tastes nothing like wine.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's not. Very similar though. It's Darren James.
Is that going to go on back of a car?
Well, Darren James put my new stealthy 100 he's 10.2 centimeter, but he's put 102mm. Steam Crave, just waiting for the generator to arrive to run it and set of coils 2.5 mil.
That doesn't need coils. It needs fucking radiators.
That's huge, isn't it?
Fucking hell. Let's open it up and cook your morning breakfast on that bastard.
That's absolutely huge, that.
I wonder if it's a 510 pin. Like 51 centimetre pin.
That's
If
huge,
that's
isn't it?
That's got to be an optical illusion. That has either got to be the world's smallest tank on the right,
Well, do you
like
know
a 10mm one.
I was just thinking this because it looks huge inside of that tank, but then when you look at it, you think, wow, he must have huge hands.
No, that's a bit... Can you imagine trying to get your mouth around the top of that, Ollie?
I reckon I could do it. I'm good at getting my mouth around things.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new steam cave tank is called McTavish.
Ah, you bastard. David Bond, Handcheck. Handcheck all the way from Albania. I'm sure I pronounced that right. New York, USA.
Oh, wicked.
Turkish
Saga.
cake.
Saga, or as Mr. Beard tell you, it's Sega. Series mech with 28mm Nightmare RDA on top. Vaping some Turkish cake.
Ooh.
I would
I'm
not
fairly
say it's
sure.
called Sega. I would be saying Sega, as in the computer system.
Big love from over the pond as well. It's really nice.
Now, I know my reading is terrible, but I'm sure that's not how you spell Turkish. Or cake, to be fair. Cake.
Yeah, but obviously they're just playing on words.
Guess whose this is?
Finn's.
It is indeed Mr. Finn's.
He's lovely, Finn. Very nice bloke.
Guess who this is?
That is the wonderful Jane.
Jane Dowd. I know that fluff anywhere.
We've got a bit of a hand in there as well.
Yeah, I did think when I saw it, we're getting a bit closer to that identification.
Yeah. Lovely, Jane. The next one is Mark H.
It is indeed.
I've got that Corrupt Clouds to review.
We another word I can't pronounce. Lazimo? Lazimo?
It's the Lazimo.
Lazimo? Lazimo?
You know, it's stickers when you can't pronounce a word, you turn it into some sort of foreign shit. I like Zimo.
That's the thing as well, isn't it? When you're abroad, you know, when you talk to somebody and you try and do the words, you do them in English but in a foreign accent, like it's going to change.
Do you do fish and a chip?
Have you got the Sun newspaper?
Asgard 30mm and corrupted custard by Corrupt Cloud. Oh, shit.
Does they sell the newspaper?
And the best thing about it as well, as soon as you do learn, and it's normally two bières por favor. As soon as you do learn it, you know what I mean? You're there, aren't you? I'm a fucking...
Oh, fucking hell.
I know this lingo shit now.
Dos Severa, por favor. Fucking come on.
Yeah. Walking around to your kids going, watch and learn, son. Watch and learn.
Like Johnny Vegas of Benidorm.
This one is from Matt. I can't believe I typed all this out. Manion.
Manunian.
It's got the QP Juggernaut V2 on the Go 21. No frills cherry inside. Eclipse on the Wismec Relux RX Gen 3 with Crimson Seed inside. OXVA Arbiter on the Gaia. No frills, lemon on lime.
Gaia 21700. That's fucking brilliant.
I'll tell you what I am loving on the back of there as well. He's got Pornhub on.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed. Bit of a sexual feeling tonight. We've got one with a sexual device and another one with Pornhub. They should meet up, these two.
The thing about it, what's happening is obviously it's getting cold outside. Everybody's done that. Everybody's snuggling up, aren't they? It's a bit of
what you're trying to
Netflix
say
and
his heating's gone out, so he's trying to start a fire.
Yeah, but have you noticed that Jane's gone the opposite way? She's gone a little less naughty.
Yeah, there's no whips, chains, and candle wax on your nipples, is there?
I think everyone's just trying to compensate. They see Jane's picture and think, right, Pornhub tonight then.
Jay Hook, some folks said I wanted it full screen.
This is McTavish for the show tonight.
That's
Fortitude
nice.
Mech starter kit with Cyber Rabbit Neon and Hi Harley. I am McTavish.
Now, what we're going to look at is McTavish.
He's got some cactus up there, hasn't he? Fucking hell.
A bit of cactus.
He's sending you subliminal messages there, Harley.
I'm going to stick this right up your bum.
Have you ever heard the term "fuck me" on a rotating cactus?
Oh, right. All I've got to say is he knows anytime, any place.
Kaylee Bob says everybody is doing their best to breed truck drivers. Can you imagine that though? Can you imagine giving birth to him already made as a truck driver? He comes out.
Yeah, hopefully the British truck drivers have more sense than some of the American ones, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one.
Oh, that's it.
Nicky Maynard with the Asmodus Almighty, with the Keelan Mini V2 and Lost Vape, Felmaquest with the Horizon Tech. Sakers both play the bangers. See how I stopped myself then for some reason. Both play the bangers.
It was a dramatic pause.
It was.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ramsey Solomon, Nightmare 28mm on the stacked Skepta, and the Axial Pro on the stacked Arclus. Arclus.
I'm trying to decide which one I prefer. I love the colour scheme of the one on the right, but I love the detail of the scepter.
Yeah, I like the one on the left.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go left.
More my type of colouring.
What, all black, straight and long?
With a bit of knobbly bits at the end.
Oh, yes, rib for her pleasure.
Stephen Jones with a Titan PWM with a Valhalla. See, every week someone posts it. Valhalla. V2 on here.
Jesus Christ.
I'm from
Not
Yorkshire.
that hard a word.
I think you did really well there, bro.
Yeah, fuck off.
I think you did.
That was like patting the fat kid on the head. You know, the one that does the school sports day. Oh, well done, you participated.
Do you know,
All right, the thing about it, all right, he's no good at running, but he's very good at throwing a beanbag.
Exactly.
Do you know when I used to do event security, more often than not, someone would go, oh yeah, this is so-and-so. And I'd be like, you're called Oi. Just fucking, Oi. And the worst thing about that is they'd come on radio and say, or someone would say, Arlie, can you get in from that gate? And I'd have to radio through and say, saying Arlie to Mr. B, it'd be, Arlie to guy on that gate down there. Shit.
Do you know what?
We just used to use numbers.
Do
We
you
just
know
used
what,
to use numbers.
Do you know
Solved
what,
all the problems.
Do you know, Mr. B, you've actually brought a lot of memories back from when I used to do my sports days. Yeah, I remember one year I actually got stuck in a hula hoop.
Well, to be fair, on my sports day, it was actually I was forced to do the fucking cross country. Forced. Now, what I did was the day before is I went and scouted this cross country to find somewhere I could sit down halfway through. And believe it or not, it's in Colne. If anyone knows Colne, you'll know what I mean. Halfway through this sort of like cross country, if I made it that far, there is a train bridge. Underneath that train bridge, funnily enough, there just happened to be a chair and a packet of fags. And perfect. So that's what I did. I waited, and then I just cut through and still came through last. But it didn't matter. I wasn't half as out of breath as I should have been.
I remember doing the cross country once, and I was miles behind. I don't know about miles behind everybody else. And so I was coming onto the finish line, running through, and then everybody started clapping. I thought, oh, this is absolutely lovely. I didn't realise they'd already set the girls running afterwards, and they were coming behind me. I'm sat there with my arms up, like going, yeah, I know, I finished it. And the one that were clapping, they'd already caught me up.
They're giving up on you.
See,
who's this fat folk?
You know what I mean? I went past finishing line going, I could do this again. I could do it again.
see, I might not be very good at pronouncing names and shit, but at least I can run when I get it wrong.
Mate, only time I run if he's bigger than me or if the ice cream van's going. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep moving. I think it's a little bit of the deals time. We'll have a bit of it.
Is it time for deals?
We'll do a bit of deals.
A message from deep within the jungle. I've searched high and low for a lot of the deals. So here from Vape, deals of the week.
From Vape,
Deals of the
deals of the week. What have you got for us, brother?
Well, I've actually got some different stuff today. Well, a couple of different things, a couple of deals. One of them isn't really a deal, so I'm going to start on it.
On it?
Now, on it. I'm going to start on this device, which is
Imagine that just going
exclusive.
round. Guess what it is? It's a carousel.
Can you tell what it is yet? It is exclusive to Evolution Vaping. This is the Arcane 13 RDA by 13 Technology. 13. That's Roman numerals for 13 if you don't know. It's $49.99. Should what? No, we don't do math. We don't do mathology on here. It comes in black, stainless steel, or brass. But just look at this deck. Obviously the airflow is going to come from the top, but it's a bit. I wonder if I can make it any bigger. Is that any bigger for anybody? Is that better?
Yeah,
there we go.
Well, it's got the cutouts, hasn't it? So the cutouts of the insert.
But I've not heard of 13 Technology before.
To be honest with you,
which is why it caught my eye. Now, there you go, folks. There's a hot press. You can take it wherever you want to go. Mr. B, I don't know what he's talking about. Well, I don't know who Arcane 13 is. Who 13 Technology is, and I've obviously never heard of the Arcane 13.
Well, by the look, can you just go back to that deck?
Yes.
By the looks of it, you obviously it's sitting flat, isn't it?
Well, that's what was throwing me. Because obviously, if you look at these holes, that's obviously where your coil legs go, but then you've got the...
Yeah, so they'll unscrew and it'll go down the side of it, won't it?
Yeah, so I see. I see what you're saying.
So they'll go, and then it'll fit together, won't it? Or does it...
You see, now you see why I brought this one up, because it's like, hey, how does that work?
Obviously, without knowing the sort of size of the deck, the coil's obviously going side by side, then it sits down. And obviously, you've got them cutouts. The airflow's going down and then underneath the deck. And then
because the coils are going to sit across this way.
Yeah.
Now, I like these little cutout things. Obviously, that's where you put your cotton into. Anything you drip down is going to fall back down into here. So I like that idea.
Because if you look at it is side airflow because it's cut out, isn't it?
Yes, that's the cutout for it.
So
I'm guessing that's going to be the same.
So when that sits down on flat onto that deck, it'll probably be just about level where the coils are.
You can see the outer holes on the next picture.
Yes, you can. Which is the outer holes, by the looks of it, are in the shape of a 13. So okay. There you go, in the shape of a 13.
So when that sits down, it's going to be knit coils, isn't it?
I'm genuinely interested to get one. I'm just trying to see if it tells me anything more about it. So, does it tell me anything about the size of the mod? So it's 24mm deck with a 25mm cap. Infinitely adjustable airflow from mouth to lung to full-on blast.
Ooh.
60-degree wick slant and 1.75mm coil slots.
For 50 quid, obviously I'm like you, I've not heard of that one. So if anybody's used that before, let us know.
Exactly, and the fact that it's exclusive to Evolution Vaping, it caught my attention, which is why I brought it up. So there you go. Now, this next one, I don't know if this is a deal or not, but it seemed bloody cheap. This was sent to me by UK Andy. Thank you very much, UK Andy. This is from Washington Vapes. Now, they're doing the Famous Vape Magma box, which is a 200-watt box with a gold frame edition for just £15.
Yeah, again, the original ones came out in plastic.
That's right.
I had one of the, that pink on the far top side, or them, and they were just really badly made. But I don't know, obviously, with it being a gold, I don't know if that's metal around the top of it.
Well, I have looked. Now, I did look, because obviously when UK Andy sent me this, I went to have a look. And Vaping with Vic did a review on this particular one with the gold frame, and he did give it a good rating.
Right.
So for £15, I think it's worth the punt if you're just looking for a cheeky mod to take to work or something like that.
On Eco Vape, it's 50 quid, and on Amazon, it's 42 quid.
Well, there you go. There you go, folks. For 15 quid, it's a bargain. Moving on to our friends at eSig. One is the Deja Vu Neon 80-watt TC kit. Full kit. Was $49.99, dropped it down $22.99, but you can only get it in white, and there is only one left. I like a white mod, and you do get everything with it. You get the tank and everything.
Flat Cap likes the white mod.
Dog, there's something sexy about white mod, but only one left. So you got to be quick to get that one.
I'm one of these white mods are all like that. I end up getting a mucky.
Well, clean your hands, you dirty bastard. So moving on to our friends over at Vaping 101, they have dropped the Smok G-Priv Pro 80-watt pot kit. Now, I am going to tell you, it is Stocktober, people. Not many people are saying this time. Last year, it was blasted everywhere. This year, not so much. So if you do know someone who is moving on to vaping, doesn't want to go to disposables, doesn't want a cheap starter kit, offer them this one. They've knocked a tenner off it. It's down from $34.99 to $24.99. Comes in matte black, matte red, matte manian, nano gunmetal, nano chrome, and prism rainbow. Don't go for that. That looks fucking shit. So there you go. So that is the.
Do you know what? There is quite a number of people. It's like Bunny. She loves a good old rainbow mod and a purple one.
So moving on, so going back, I fucking hate Rainbow. So just going over, you've got the Arcane 13 by 13 technology at $49.99, only at Evolution Vaping. The Smok G-Priv Pro 80-watt pod kit for $24.99. The Deja Vu Neon 80-watt TC kit for $22.99. And this awesome little dinky for 15 quid. I think that is a cracking deal. So there you go, folks. That is this week's deals of the week. Boom.
Very interesting that 13 RDA. That's very interesting. I think somebody else.
I'm gonna have to speak to Mrs. B to see if she'll let me have 50 of her pounds.
I think somebody else did say though that you can actually get it from 101 for 45 quid. I don't know if that's just popped.
Well, let's
up
have
there.
it.
I don't know.
Well, no, it says on there exclusive to
them.
Exclusive to Evolution Vaping.
Yeah, they bought a load from Evolution.
Part of the Death Wish mods, apparently.
Right.
We've got 82 people watching. 82 people watching. We've only got 30 likes. Come on, it takes you 2 seconds. You can even do it on your television as well if you're watching on there. Stick them thumbs up. It helps with the analytics. We will be doing your Rotary Project giveaway just in a little while. And also, don't forget the discount code while we are vaping. Matt Mannion has already took advantage of the 15% off. 3 Men Vape. Woo! Get yourself over to the Rotary Project and he will sort you out. Well, it is that time for a little bit of Harley's Tech Report.
Tech is
here. It's Harley's Tech Report.
Do you see what I did there? Tech is to tech.
Tech is to tech on the note. He's got the puns, kids. He's got the puns.
He's in like Flynn.
Sick. Sorry, but God. I haven't really got much because it's Chinese holidays, in it, so everyone's too busy not putting tech out.
Are they not going back to this fucking sticking eye in front of everything to make it look cool, are they?
Yeah, it's like the eye.
Oh, God.
iPhone,
eye knob. Fucking hell.
Where's an eye tank? On Mars or the moon or wherever it's supposed
Proper Coils, I see you, John. Are you okay, brother? And don't forget to use Little Bro Vapes 10. Gets you 10% off at Proper Coils.
Do you reckon he's vaping?
I thought he was an astronaut, but his face seems a bit alien-like.
I reckon he's vaping. If you lift that helmet off him, not only would he die, but you just get a cloud of vapour.
Yeah, he ain't got an oxygen tank. He's got a vape tank. Can you put an atomizer in airline, please?
So this is from Vaporesso, then?
Yeah,
It is a Vaporesso. It's the eye tank, and it's the only thing I know about it at the minute. I'm sure Aiden's got loads of information he's not allowed to tell you.
I haven't actually received it.
I've got one here.
All
right, there we go.
It's on its way.
There we go.
But
Let's get in touch with Vaporesso and find out why they fallen out with me.
And next, we've got the RDTA, fam. Yes, you people
I
hear me.
still haven't owned an RDTA.
Ah, mate, they're the best. This is the Pyro IV. What does that mean, Mr. B?
Intravenous?
I mean IV.
Yes,
RDTA?
intravenous. That's what it fucking stands for.
It's an RDTA.
vagina?
So that's all you need to know, really. It's an RDTA, so it's perfect. That's all. That's all we've got.
Nice bit of colander airflow there.
Yeah, what's going on with the colander airflow? Is that you're not going to talk about that, or
We're going to get to it. I was just trying to end it on the fact that it's an RDTA, so it doesn't matter what the details are because it'll be perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, just get Rochford in, and you will be in with a chance to win some lovely Rochford. Just while we're doing this, get Rochford in.
I was going to say while you were talking on your last bit, Mr. B, they obviously sell the rainbow stuff because people buy it. They just keep making them. Why would we keep making them if they don't sell? You know what I mean? So
it does look like a unicorn's puked on it, though.
I don't think that's as bad as Summer though. That just kind of goes from orange to purple to blue.
Yeah, that was not too bad.
New air path designed to make smoother airflow and fuller summer.
How?
Aiden's in way.
That's going to be absolutely some big airflow on that, isn't it? They're gonna have to be able to
be an hairy motherfucker.
Listen, everybody knows I like my RDTAs and I like big airflow that I can suck hard on. Love it. Love it.
Just look at it. He's worrying me, this kid.
Just look at it.
I really do like the look of it. It does look really nice. I do.
It's like looking at McTavish in it. It's just absolutely perfection.
And if you look at it as well, with it being so close to the chimney, you're going to get some lovely flavour from that.
That you're gonna have to be careful what size cars you put in though.
Easy click, or Bandy Vape. If you're watching, I'm your man to review this. No one can review this better than me. Send it over. Come on.
So this is a Vandy Vape one. That's another one I have to email tomorrow.
Yeah, Pyro.
It is sexy as hell. Look at it. It's just, I mean, oh, look at that. Oh.
Yeah, that's going to give you some very nice flavour.
Oh, that is going to be a flavour banger. No two ways about it.
So yeah, your coils go down there, and we've got screws in, which you wouldn't expect, really, would you? But it does. Big wicking holes as well. Depending how big the tank is, there's some pretty big wicking holes.
Yeah, again, you're not going to have to like dangle them down. All thing you're going to have to do is just sit it in, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do with RDTAs anyway. You're never supposed to let it go all the way to the bottom.
No, obviously, some people have done them where they leave a bit dangling in it.
Yeah. Juice put on side, which is quite casual.
5 milliliter tank as well. Ooh.
Yeah, but see, it depends, doesn't it? Because they might make it smaller for TDP, or they might put a volume reducer in it. Hopefully, they put a volume reducer in it, because there's also the option that they might just not get us, which would be shit. Which is the best thing about doing reviews. The only benefit you get of being a reviewer is you get 5 mil stuff.
Yeah.
That is the only benefit. I don't understand what this is, to be fair.
That's the different mods. You've got the Jackaroo, haven't you? And it's all their mods.
Yeah, but basically, they knew that we were going to be on this show and they wanted to sell the mods to us as well, bastards. So it's 25.5 diameter and it's 37.45, excluding the mod.
If that's the size of, if it's a 25 mil tank, they are some seriously big wicking bolts.
Big love, Colette. Glad you enjoyed them. I'm sure Jay will be watching.
I'm quite excited about it. If I don't get it sent to me, I'm going to have to get it bought. And that's all we've got, guys, I'm afraid, because China's on holiday and we don't publish stuff on holiday, so...
Well, no,
that is sexy.
The summer... Is it like... What holiday are they on?
It's Chinese National Day this week, isn't it? So most of them are gone.
Probably
week holiday.
Yeah. It's where gone week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have only got 31 eligible users for the Rochford. Just make sure you just put Rochford in. Get your chance to win 2 of the wonderful flavours. We've only got 31 eligible users.
I said that to see Aidan Murray.
Can we just celebrate as well for the first time in as long as I can remember, no pods.
Yeah.
No pod systems.
Yeah, but I try not to put in. There's a lot that I missed. Like this week I missed out the Smock. Smock are relaunching the Novo, which I've got, and the relaunching the Node. And I just kind of went, well, we both know what they are. They've been redone 79 million times. Some will be on Node 552. And I just kind of thought, no one wants to see it. No one's bothered about it. So if there's no else better going, then I go for your pod mods and stuff. But I try not to. It's the last ditched attempt. And if it's something that's already been done, I just completely leave it out.
Smock are turning into the EA of this vaping world, aren't they? Just rehash old shit and claim it's brand new.
Full Moon says the Pyro 2 and 3 get great reviews when they came out from what he saw. It does look damn good, though.
It looks goddamn good. So I was just reading, and it was eligible, of course. I don't know why that didn't come up. Ben's in. Lovely. Hey, I tell you what, lads, we've done really well on timing. Really well on timing.
I know. No, your schedule's intact this week.
It's intact. I can't believe it. We've done really, really well. It's only $24.99. Dan James is saying the Pyro 4. That's a good price for a tank.
Oh, I might just buy that. Oh, that's a sexy price.
Do you know what
That
you've
is
just
a
done there,
sexy
Mr. D?
price.
I don't think there's been that many products that have come out over the last year where you've gone, oh, I quite fancy one of them. And it's been a while, because years ago it used to be. It's because I'm sober as well, Lee. That'll be it as well, mate. Don't forget, Lee, get up to Lee Armitage's channel as well on YouTube. He's a wonderful bloke. And he's got some sort of announcement as well, so check him out on Facebook. It's been a while since we've had that. Years ago when things come out, you're like, oh, I've got to get that. And it's been a while.
But there's been a couple lately for me. The new Arbiter, the one with the fan at the bottom, that's piqued my interest. The Arcane 13's piqued my interest. But that one is the first one I've gone, oh, that looks sexy.
Yes, it's really good. I've just watched it to review it. It's quite nice.
That's piqued my interest big time.
Yeah, it's quite nice, that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think it's... in fact, we'll just give you a last chance, people. Last chance to get Rochford in there. But, yeah, like I said, it's not very much that's come out with, oh, right, fancy that.
It's what we've said quite a few times on this show. And I was saying this to someone the other day, we've reached the standard. And when I stopped reviewing it, I've come back, and everyone that messaged me before I come back, asking me to come back, said, we want you back to how you used to be before you went on with your click. And it kind of dawned on me that everything's got to a standard. As a reviewer these days, you can't go, oh, it's all right. It's either good or it's standard.
Yeah.
Because no shit. So the stuff that's now standard, you have to go, it's pretty shit. And the stuff
that's why
you have to go, it's fucking amazing.
That's why I changed my rating system. I hate the 1 to 10 rating system. What I do is avoid completely, wait for a sale or buy it full price. Because I think that is a much better rating system than the 1 to 10.
2 years ago, when I first started, there were products out there that were absolutely pants, and they just didn't work. And you could, but like you've just said, the standard now of what you're getting, unless you're getting something off of a car boot sale or it's something maybe from Amazon or something like that, then 9 out of 10 times it's going to be all right. It's going to give you half decent flavour. And as a reviewer, you come across like, well, he thinks everything's really good. But it is, it's good, it's giving you a decent flavour. I've had a bit better flavour, but it's giving you a decent flavour. It works.
It does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Well, there's not been much that goes, like you said, it's just, what made me have that moment was I started looking at the coil placement to the chimney, the airflow underneath, which is that nice rounded honeycomb airflow, which we know is going to diffuse the airflow so it's nice and smooth. The coils are right next to the freaking mouthpiece, so you know you're going to get massive amount of flavour. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, I bet that's fucking awesome. It looked easy to build on because your screws are at the side outside, so you're not pissing around with it. It looked like it ticks all the boxes, and I've not seen one that ticks all the boxes in a long time.
I'll tell you another thing as well. I don't think people are buying as much vape gear as they did before. I don't know what you people think in chat.
Because what would be the point? Everything's roughly the same.
Yeah, people used to be buying everything, and it used to be like, oh, I've got this new one, I've got this new one, I've got that new one. I think a lot of people just sit with what they're happy with. I'm just going to roll this giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Roll it. And the winner is A-Up Me Duck.
A-Up, A-Win. He's the new Liz.
Is he the new Liz?
He's the new Liz.
I'm not sure if he's won this before. I'm not sure if he's had some before.
Mr. B, watch chat because you might want to open it. I am about to put the link in, courtesy of Darren James of the e-cig warehouse for the Bandy Vape RDTA we just looked at.
Steve, you're right, mate. A lot of people are. He has been ever so tight for everybody for the last 2 years.
Cheers for that, Darren.
Now, the question I've got here is e-cig warehouse a good place to buy from?
Yeah, I've not heard anything bad about E. I don't think I have.
I've never used them.
What we were talking about a minute ago, I can remember it was very much like, do you know, like when you watch Simpsons or something and Bart Simpson's look at a new comic book through the glass and he's like, oh my God, look at that, it's amazing. I can remember going to Vape Boutique in Sheffield, Hillsborough. It was the closest vape shop because back then they weren't on every street corner. And we were looking at the Snowball from like, oh my God, it's 100 watts. Wow. And it made me think of someone just put in chat that even Smock could do up to 200 now. But that is the thing. Everyone does up to massive, stupid watt. And I put it about Smock over there that really pissed me off. It's an 80 watt mod, but the highest coil for the LP2 coils goes up to 45. But it's just over half of the max wattage. Why would you need all that for a pod system, but only goes up to 45 watt anyway?
Because you don't want to be pushing it at its top wattage because your battery's going to go down. But you've got to think, Smock.
But then they argue, oh, well, we can fire at 0.0001. Oh, we can.
Right, Matt's saying they're a bit dodgy from what he's heard, so just I'll double check on that, mate.
Well, there is now the one thing I look for. This is a good piece of consumer advice. The one thing I do when I'm looking for a company is I look for an address and a telephone number. Now there is an address and a telephone number. So what I will do first thing tomorrow morning is ring them and see what happens.
Again, Black Country Vapor, who knows his stuff as well, is saying they're a drop shipping company. I don't know who I were thinking of. Jody Vapor was saying, I think back in the day when new gear came out, it was generally more better. I wasn't going to say that word, than what came out before. I think with things getting a lot better, the baseline is standard now, which, yeah, I totally agree.
Incrementally better.
Yeah, incrementally better. Hey, I've just thought I'm sober. I can say words like that now. Hey! Ian McDuck, please get in touch with me. Put my email address in there. It's littlebrothavapes@gmail.com. It's all right. I normally look at words when I've had a beer and I'm thinking, do you know what? I've got a bit of cotton mouth. I'm not going to try and attempt to say that.
Incrementally.
Mate, just email me and I'll sort it all out with you, buddy. You just send me an email and I'll sort it all out with you, my mate. Well, lads, it is getting to that point. It is 9 o'clock. Benny Vapes is on after us, the mixing show. Please go and check him out. He's a lovely, lovely, lovely bloke. I do like him a lot.
See, this has just wiped EC Warehouse off the map for me. EC Warehouse and DJ Vapes run out of the same house in Luton.
Oh, lovely.
Boom. Boom. Fuck them. Do not go there. Do not click that link. Fuck them.
Right, okay. In fact, Darren James has come into his own. We've now got a link for e-cig 1.
That'll do.
Yeah, new vaping. There's no problem with new vaping either. I did have a code for them. I think it was Little Bro Vapes 20. I think got you 20% off. I'm not sure if that's still going because I haven't worked with them for quite a while. But yeah, new vaping are really good. Source More as well. You can use Little Bro Vapes 10. I think gets you 10% off. So yeah. Right then, say your goodbyes, Harley.
e-cig 1 link is now in chat for the Vandervape RDTA. Thank you, Darren James, for that.
Bet it's sold out.
So yeah. See, I do vouch for e-cig 1 if you do come back in stock. Bye. Thank you, everybody. It's been delightful chat. You've been great. And you've done quite well to put up with my struggling to read and pronounce things today. So thank you.
Oh, mate, we do that every week. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it at all.
My light's still flashing. I'm gonna go
to be honest with you, I think it makes the hand checks a hell of a lot more interesting.
It does. What word is he going to say today?
That's why I do. I can actually pronounce it quite well. I just pretend, to make it a bit more entertaining.
I think the best one you ever did was when you called it Crotchford.
That weren't me, were it?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
were it?
Yeah, you call it Crotchford and I call it Rochford Files.
And before you know it, we've got a brand new TV program that you can catch on Sky. It's called Crotch Files.
I will actually do a plug today because I am now a reviewer again. I've put 2 up in the last couple of weeks, and they will now be coming more. I've got some really good disposables to review, and I've got actually quite a lot to review. I kind of went, I'm open again, and it all just flooded back in. So my YouTube channel will be busy. If you don't want to watch my YouTube channel, we'll be here Wednesday next week. Chat, live, whatever. It's all good. If you're not in chat or live, then make sure you put a comment and I'll read it. Thank you.
Over to the wonderful Mr. B.
Since we're doing plugs, fuck it, I'm on it too. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vapors of all ages, I put out a review of the Blotto single coil just yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And if you haven't subscribed, why?
It's all me.
Yeah, exactly. If you're doing it, I'm fucking doing it, dickhead.
Big love, Kev.
Equality on this channel, men's rights. No, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. It's lovely having you all here. You know this is my favourite place to be on a Wednesday night. And can we just say one more time, if you haven't shared the link to Aiden's Macmillan's cause yet, go do it now. The link is right at the top. Click the link and share it everywhere. Honestly, your support is much appreciated. Thank you all for being here.
That's all from me. To 627 people. That is absolutely amazing. We are only on day 6. The day 6 vlog will be coming out on the Urban LBV channel, roughly around about 9:30, 9:45 time. So please go and check that out. Big love to everybody who has joined us in chat. Each week, you just surprise us that you're here every week. We will have a guest next week as well. Big love to you all and all the people on replay and also the spanners for looking after us. There is a lot of love out there still, so keep spreading it and I hope you all have a great night. Join us next week, same bat channel, same bat time. Look after yourselves and good night.
Throughout the week, your homework is between now and next Wednesday to stop one person from smoking.
I'm McTavish.
Fuck off, McTavish.
Hey, whoa, wind your neck in sunshine.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Darby. Have I upset your boyfriend?
Hey.